Hey guys, I'm Kevin Nix, the NOM project director here at HRC. I have the privilege of talking to the inestimable Jeremy Hooper from GoodAsYou. What's up, Jeremy?
Good morning.
Good morning. As you all may know, Jeremy is a pioneer in the NOM work. He started tracking them back in '07
That's right.
when the organization started, and he's been going full throttle ever since. So let's just get started. One, let's talk about NOM's polling problem. I'm pretty focused on that here for the past week. They have um, attacked the methodology of respectable polling done by news organizations. They do it over and over and over again. At least recently they have. And they say that the only poll that's worthwhile is the one on election day. So they also have another issue of their own polls that they do and that they pay for. They seem to be a little bit unscientific, to be generous. I just want to get your sense on NOM's polling problem generally.
Well, they certainly see the polls that are out now, and they're certainly encouraging and they're certainly scary to them because I think they probably know, as we all do, that this thing really is inevitable. It really is going to go our way. And when they see it tipping over 50% for us, of course they're going to be scared. That is catastrophic for them. But I do think that they are right in the sense that we can't get overconfident until we actually do win at the polls and we actually do prove ourselves in that way, because the fact remains that they have beaten us, and that's because we lose with apathy. They are so hyper motivated that they get their numbers out in much greater numbers than we do. So I think that before we can be secure in our own polling, we're going to have a much higher majority than we currently do. So I would caution us about being, putting too much stake in our polls. But that being said, it's always very funny to hear someone like Brian Brown claim that our polling is skewed or whatever when they use some of the most highly suspect polling around. Recently, they used a poll in Maryland that was conducted by a man named Gary Lawrence, who was a major player in Prop 8 in California. He wrote these propaganda pieces that were distributed within the Mormon Church and at large, telling people why they should vote for Proposition 8. He also wrote an article I found for a Mormon publication that was just positioning marriage equality as all being born out of Lucifer and basically making it a battle against Satan. I mean, it was some pretty off. This is the guy who they're presenting as if he were, with Gallup, as if he were a credible pollster. So you don't have to look very far to find some suspect polling on their side. So I wouldn't put too much stake in their claims.
Yeah, just to button that point up, we both have on our mind the ABC News Washington Post poll out last week showing yet again another majority of the American public believes supports marriage equality. That's the third national poll in a few months, and so NOM was attacking the methodology of the Post poll and others.